What's up, guys? Today, as you can see, we are doing a tier list on Hollow Knight characters. So, as you see, we have all the Hollow Knight bosses and characters from S tier all the way to I tier, so past F, actually. I tier is the worst, S is the best. And let's get started. First off is the Knight. The Knight is the character you play as. He is, it, I don't know if it's he or she, but you, because this is you, I think the Knight is pretty good. I wouldn't say it was the best. I would put it in A tier. So that's the first one. The Knight goes in A tier. The next one that I've met, because some of these I haven't met yet. The next one that I've met is Hornet. And not the Hornet from Kingdom's Edge, but the Hornet from Green Path. So, Hornet is a pretty fun boss, I would say. It is a little difficult on your first try. I beat it on my 8th try on my first playthrough. I would also give it, as a boss, I would give it a C tier. Next up is Zote. Zote is Zote is not that nice. I give it an automatic I tier. I do not like Zote. And I don't think anybody else here does either. Next up, we have Elderbug. Elderbug, he's nice. And he gives you the gossip around town, and he doesn't do anything bad, I would say. So I'm gonna give him more than C. I'm gonna give him an A tier as well. Next up is the Last Stag. The Last Stag, he lets you go places where you normally have to travel a long way to get to. So I would say he's nice. And I'm gonna put him in a B tier. Next is the Grubs. The Grubs, they're just helpless little bugs that can't do anything for themselves. They're just trapped in cages around the entirety of Hollow Nest. And Grubs, they are just trapped. And I would give them an S tier. They are really good for a character. A good other thing to work on well as you try to get all the dreamers to beat the game. The next one is Grubfather. Grubfather, he gives you lots of items for all the things that for every grub that you save, he gives you some items. And he's nice overall until you save all of his grubs. And then you find all the holes without grubs, and his belly is full. So, automatic eye tier. Nobody likes you. Next is this one. She's a shaman. I forgot her name, but she does give you Vengeful Spirit, and she is nice, except that she locks you in until you get rid of pests. She locks you in so you can't get out. So she goes in E tier. Cornifer, S tier, obviously. Cornifer, he gives you maps. Cornifer gives you maps, and he even says he would give them. He would give you them for free if it weren't for Iselda, his wife, that tells him that Geo is food. So you have to pay for his maps, but he is really nice. He gives you all the maps, and yeah, that's all I have to say for him. Next is Iselda, and even though she's the one preventing you from getting Cornifer's maps for free, she's a really nice character. And she sells you map kind of stuff. So I would put her in B tier. After that is Gigi. Gigi is only useful for getting Shade Cloak. And after that, she's kind of just a character that you go to talk to. And yeah, that's really all she is. I would give her a D tier. Next up is Mila. Mila, she is nice. She sings while she mines. She's really nice, except for the fact that she gets infected against her will. Once you get the crystal heart, she gets infected, which she's a nice character, so she goes in S tier or A tier because she does get infected. Up next is Quirrell. Quirrell is the GOAT. Quirrell is an explorer that helps you fight in one of the boss battles, and you get to talk to him throughout your exploration in Hallownest. And yeah, up next we have the Hunter. The Hunter is a character that gives you a journal to keep track of all of the enemies that you have defeated along as the bosses. But he doesn't do much, and I think he fights you, I'm not sure. But, and he's pretty mean. He's not that nice. He calls you a scrub or a squid. He calls you a squib. Or well, he calls you something like that. And, he says you haven't even started collecting or hunting. His name is the Hunter. He goes in F tier. Up next is Cloth. Cloth is nice. And Cloth helped you battle Traitor Lord and even sacrifices herself to beat Traitor Lord. Cloth is really nice, and I would put her in A or S tier. So she goes at the top of A tier. Up next, we have Leg Eater. Leg Eater is not very nice. Yeah, he sells you charms, but all of his charms are breakable. He says you have to pay just to see his charms, and then you have to pay to get the charms, and then if you break them, you have to pay. Basically, all Leg Eater wants is Geo. He doesn't care about anything else. Next is this guy. I forgot his name. Oh, I think he's Lem. He's the relic dealer. He sells you relics. He will go in D tier because that's kind of the only thing he does. He doesn't hurt you, at least. And our next one, the Nailsmith. The Nailsmith is nice and lets you upgrade your nail all the way up to pure nail. And after that, he tells you to kill them, to kill him. And if you kill him, he's dead. But if you don't and you save him, he says he's grateful and he'd rather be doing something that with I forgot his name than being dead. Next up we have Tuck. Next in line is Tuck. Tuck, he sells you food. But other than that, he sells you food, which is rancid eggs. But other than that, he does nothing. So he goes in F tier. Next is Willow, which goes in I tier. Willow is nice, and she says that you can even use you can even eat the I forgot what it was, but with her. But once you dream nail her, you find out that she wants to eat you, and when you go to see what she is eating, you find a dead corpse next to what she's eating. So yeah. Next up is her. I forgot her name, but she's one of the only nice things in Deep Nest. And she says that she will not harm anybody. And then she says that she's very, very hungry and starts eating you. So, overall, I put her in H. Up next is Sly. Sly is a great guy and all, but he does fight you, and for that, he goes down a few spaces, but he's still a C. So Sly is C tier. Next, we have, I can't even tell who is who, but, I think this one is the one that gives you the, Nail Master Shio. Or is that Paint Master Shio? No, but this one's the nail one that gives you the Great Nail ability, I think. Or it could be Oro or Mato. But they fight you in the Pantheons, or on my Mato, I don't know, but overall they're nice, especially the one that gives you the Great Nail. I don't know, but up next is, this might be a long video, guys, so Mantis Lords. Oh my gosh, just go up! Mantis Lords, they're a great boss. If you beat them, they let you respect them, and they're a fun boss, so I will give them a C tier. Next is Tiso. Tiso dies in the Coliseum of Fools, and he's not very nice to you as you go on with your adventure. So just making him die in the Coliseum of Fools makes you kind of happy, honestly. So overall, he's a G tier. Next is the King of Hollownest. The King, he's nice. If you put 3000 Geo in his fountain, he gives you a soul something. I forgot. But I would say he's a D tier. Up next is the Dreamers. And all three Dreamers are kind of the same. And all they do is let you get open the Black Egg Temple. Otherwise, they're just Dreamers. They just dream. So I'm going to put all of them in E tier. This thing is weird. Okay, we got 2. We got 3. Next, Dung Defender. Dung Defender is the only good thing about Royal Waterways. And I would say as a boss, he was the only fun thing about Royal Waterways again. And he goes in S tier. He deserves it. He goes the second of S tier, Cornifer. Okay, next up, let's see, what do we have? We have, I can't tell, is that Mask Maker or is that Mask Maker? It's like there's 2 Mask Makers, that one, and where is it? Where's the other one? Anyway, next up is, do you really count that as a character? I wouldn't. But next up is this one. Just let me scroll up. I can't. Oh my gosh. Just let me scroll up. No, I want that to go up. This is the statue you put that is the statue you put the sleep thing or the thing that you give to that you get from False Knight to get into City of Tears. So it's an F tier because it's just a statue. Up next is I forgot her name, but she knows a lot about Dreamnail. It's a moth from Resting Grounds, and she lets you go all the way. The more essence you get, the more things she gives you. So I would put her in D tier because that's really all she does. Next is Revik. Wait, is this all the things in the Oh my gosh, it is. That's a lot. Up next. Do I have to do all of these? All they do is give you essence. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm not even... This is kind of a... Up next, let's do Revik. Revik. Fights for all of oh my gosh, this is so weird. Revik fights for his dreamer friends, or not dreamer, but souls, I guess. He's an F tier, along with everything else, all the other ones that are just there. I don't even know what are the ones that are there and what are the ones that are, because there's just so many. Oh, we'll come back to those, maybe. Oh my gosh, there's so much. All right, next time join us for Hollow Knight tier list, characters and bosses part 2. So I can do the rest that I have met so far. But that's it for today, guys. Bye until part 2.